So hello guys, once again, um, I will be discussing to you the second conic section, and that is all about parabola. So I already placed there the definition of a parabola. It is the set of all points that represents variable p such that its distance from focus that represents variable f, and from directrix that is the symbol, it's like yung maliit na letter L, are the same. Okay, anong ibig sabihin yan? So please bear with me, this is not that perfect parabola, but at least by this illustration, I can present to you the parts. Okay, so we have here, let's take the first part. Ano nga ba yung mga focus, mga directrix, and other parts of parabola? So we start with this point I place in here. So ano kaya ang tawag dyan? So we term this as the vertex, and we represent that as your V. So notice, this vertex, it is the turning point of the parabola. So once that there exists a point in here, whatever is the values in here, so it is just the opposite part, but they are just the same. Okay, turning point. It is halfway from the fixed point. So it is halfway from the fixed point called the focus. Okay? So, halfway, ibig sabihin, nasa gitna. So, halfway, halimbawa, ito yung tinutukoy na focus. And the fixed line. Okay? So, when we say halfway, equal in distance sila. So, this is now the distance from vertex to that focus, at yung isa pa, and the fixed line. So, saan natin ilalagay si fixed line? So, dapat the same lang sila ng distance ni focus at vertex, yung tinatawag nating directrix. So, let's assume, so let's say for example, this is 3 units. So, dapat 3 units din. Okay? So, parang ganyan na. And then, let's make a line. A broken line rather. Okay? And that is your, what we call the directrix. We symbolize directrix as this somewhat small letter L. Okay? So, meron na tayong vertex. So, paano natin i-plot si focus? It is, so this vertex is located at the middle of the focus and then the directrix. Okay, next. What is the axis of symmetry? So, there is what we call axis of symmetry. It is the line that passes through the focus, vertex, and perpendicular to the directrix. So, perpendicular. So, it is located in here. It is a line that cuts the parabola. So, this is what we call the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Okay? So, depende yan sa itsura ng parabola. So, if it opens upward, then your axis of symmetry is your y-axis. Okay, it is in the vertical line. If your parabola is opens to the right, then your axis of symmetry, so ikakat niya lang, it is your x-axis. So, ito yung magiging axis of symmetry. Okay? So, mapa-upward or downward open man ang parabola, y pa rin ang axis of symmetry. Pero kapag open to the right or open to the left, ang axis of symmetry natin ay ang x-axis. Okay? And then next, so meron na tayong focus, meron na tayong vertex, meron na tayong axis of symmetry. Now, how are you going to determine the axis of symmetry? If the parabola opens upward or downward. And it is in the x-axis if your parabola opens to the left or to the right. And then next, we have also what we call the parabola with a fixed point that is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. So we're done also with the directrix. And we have what we call the latus rectum. So ano ba yung latus rectum? So when we say latus rectum, it is the focal chord that defines the focal width of the parabola. So yung luwang ng ating parabola, it is a focal chord. So saan nakakonect ang latus rectum? Sa focus. Okay? So usually, it is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. So notice, perpendicular siya sa axis of symmetry and parallel. Notice, parallel siya sa directrix. Okay? So, usually sa mga libro, nilalagay nila ng L tapos R dito. So, depende yan. Pero known kasi na ganito yung itsura niya. So, ano ang role ni latus rectum? It is the width of the parabola. So, there you have it, guys. The parts of the parabola. So, let's have the review. The vertex. The vertex, again, is the turning point of the parabola. Next, we have the focus. Focus is the fixed point that is used to define the parabola with the fixed line. Okay? So, yan yung nag-fixed line. So, kung sa circle, meron tayong center, ang pinaka-center naman ng center point ng ating parabola ay si focus. And then, ano naman si axis of symmetry? Siya yung line na hinahati niya yung ating parabola. Okay, so if it is upward or downward, your axis of symmetry is your y-axis. And once again, if it is your parabola opens to the left or to the right, that is your x-axis. Another thing is your directrix. Directrix is the fixed line that is used to define the parabola with the fixed point. And it is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. So, perpendicular din yan. And finally, we have the latus rectum. Yan yung, that is a chord that connects into our focus, and this defines the width of our parabola. So, I hope you can remember the parts of the parabola. Okay, bye guys. That's all for now.